Okay, let's talk about waxes. So today we have all of the Caronlab waxes set up here on the trolley, and this can be quite a daunting exercise when you do first walk into the wholesaler and see all of these on the shelf. So we're going to talk about the difference between, for example, our synthetic waxes over here and our natural waxes over here. So quite often we are told that natural is better. Now in the case of wax, it's actually a little bit different. So the waxes that contain the synthetic resins, which we've got over here, for example, our Elite range, which you've got your Brilliance hard and strip wax, your Strawberry hard and strip wax, and also your Masqua powdered hard wax. So they do sit at the top of the range because they are made for the most sensitive client. Now what that means is that they will cause less redness on the skin, mainly because we pop an ingredient in there that is called titanium dioxide. And also because the grade of resin that we are using. So that's actually a hydrogenated resin, which is the top of the range. It's very easy to colour and fragrance, and it's very consistent batch to batch when we're actually producing it. So that's the difference here. So the type of client that you would use these waxes on, obviously anyone who has a really ultra sensitive skin, and more mature clients, because as we get older, our skin does change and we do become a little bit more sensitive. So these are the type of waxes that we would use on these clients. As I said, they do come in hard and strip wax, and you've also got like your pop-out palette, for example, here, and you've got your 800 gram waxes, which are the microwavable version that you can use if you're a mobile therapist, or you just want a really simple solution. So that's those ones there. We've also got a couple of other different waxes. So a lot of the things that will differ in this range will be the colour, the scent, maybe sometimes slightly the resin. These ones at the back here, these are your actually see-through waxes. So the ones at the front, they're quite creamy. As we said, good for sensitive skin, will reduce the redness with the titanium dioxide. You've also got your Viva Azure, which is a really popular wax, particularly in unisex waxing. It's bright blue, and it also contains another ingredient called mica. So like the titanium dioxide that reduces the redness, the mica will do the same thing, but it actually, when you're looking at it in the pot, it actually looks like a shimmer. So that's how it looks, but it does reduce the redness. So another really important ingredient here. You've got the same sort of ingredients in your Romance strip wax. So that does have that shimmer. It's a beautiful pink color. It smells like roses. So really good if you were doing maybe female waxing, that one there. And we also have the Dare in this range as well. So this does contain a synthetic resin, so really good for sensitive skin again. But this is our economical range, so just another choice and another price point for you there as well. So you do have it in the hard wax melts, and then you've also got it in the strip wax here as well. When we go back to our natural waxes now, so they do contain a natural resin. So what we need to think about is that things that we can often be allergic to are normally things that are in the environment, and they're natural. So these waxes here, even though they aren't designed for the most sensitive of skins, they still have their place on the waxing trolley. For example, our olive oil wax, we've got it here in the hard wax, and the strip waxes here as well. That's really good for removing short, coarse, stubborn hairs. So it depends on your clientele as to what type of wax you're going to choose to use. So obviously if you were dealing with a lot of shaving clients or clients that did have that particularly strong, stubborn hair, you might prefer to use more of a see-through wax like your olive oil. We also have in this range, we have the French vanilla. This is a creamy wax. So if you did like something like Brilliance or Strawberry Cream, for example, but you wanted to have a natural alternative, it's all coming down to the type of resin that we put in there. So this still contains your titanium dioxide. It will reduce the skin redness, but it has that natural resin. So it's your natural alternative to something like your Brilliance. Then we also have, in the hard wax melts, we do have the Golden Honey, and we also have the Apricot. So again, just slightly different variants of a natural wax. Your Golden Honey is like your typical beeswax. So maybe therapists that have trained many years ago, this is all that they would have been exposed to. As you can see, waxes have come a long way. So we have so many different varieties, and we're selling to so many different generations of therapists that we need to have something for everyone. Your Apricot hard wax is also a really popular one as well. This one here is a beautiful apricot colour, almost like a red colour, and it's still really good for sensitive skin as well, but it's a clear wax, so keeping in mind, great for that short, coarse, stubborn hair. Then we also have Max Wax, so that's great for all your male waxing, again body waxing to remove short, coarse, stubborn hairs. And then we have something very unique over here as well, so we have the Aqua Gel. Now this is something completely different. This is a great wax if you want something that is completely natural. It is water based and it will actually wash off in water as well. So unlike the other waxes that are all resin based and you do need to break down that residue with an oil, your Aqua Gel will allow you to work quite quickly because you can just clean up at the end by washing it off with water. So that's the difference between all the waxes there.